church of Christ Jesus. So he pointed to those of the holy church of the holy church of Christ. He said, "These." Now he say, "Who is my mother and who are my brethren?" 49. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, "Behold, behold, I say, behold, my mother and my brethren." He said, "Behold, my mother and my brethren." So my mother and my brothers and sisters. 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, whosoever shall do the will of God, whosoever shall do the will of God, whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the will of my Father which is in heaven, and the same is my brother and sister and mother. Are you hearing this? Jesus has destroyed the sin. Now, family, this. So the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. The bonds of the holy church of Christ, those who are in the spiritual church of Christ, those bonds are stronger than the bonds you form with those that you live with. Why is it so, Lord? Let's go back to the book of Mark. Why is it so, Lord? Mark chapter 7 verse 6. For the son dishonoreth the father. The daughter riseth up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. So your foes, they start within your own house. That's why it is so. Now let's go to chapter 13. Let's go to 13. And let's start at 55. Now, 55, chapter 13, verse 55. Is not this the carpenter's son? Is this not the carpenter's son? Okay, let's start at 53. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished these parables, he departed thence. And when 54, and when he had come into his own country where he was born, the old region, because he was born like in Galilee. He was there by the river Jordan. That is the side where he was. So let's continue. His own country, so the place he was born within. He taught them in the synagogue. He was teaching in the synagogue. And so much that they were astonished. So they were like amazed. Why does he know this much? Why does he preach with authority? Why this man have this knowledge, have this wisdom? And said, wherein had this man this wisdom, am I hearing this? And these mighty works. How can this man heal these people, open the eyes of the blind, make the lame walk, make the blind see, make the deaf hear? How can he do these things? Make the dumb speak?